Welcome back to The Price of Business. I'm your host, Kevin Price, talking to you about you and your business. Super Julie Braun, we got her lined up. She's with superinterns.com, and I love what Super Interns does. And like Julie's amazing, actually. I love her professionalism, the way she engages, her clearness in communication for expectations on all parties. I tell you, having had worked with you, and worked on projects with you. At first I was taken aback because of your style and the way you approach things, because that clarity that you have in doing things is so outside the norm of business today. But I love it, and I think you're I think you got the potential of being a thought leader and changing the way a lot of people do business. And I'm glad to have you now as a contributor on The Price of Business.
Thank you, Kevin. I appreciate that.
You bet. I think very highly about what you do and the work of Super Interns. Talk about Super Interns real quick, and then introduce your guest for us today.
Sure thing. So Super Interns, what we do is we connect businesses with interns. Both need each other, and we do it in a virtual way. So we help businesses grow because we give them the help that they need. And we also help interns get experience because that's what they need in order to really flourish in their future careers.
Very good. Your guest for us today. And by the way, you can learn more about Super Interns at superinterns.com. Your guest today.
Yes. So today we have Tom Gay. He's the CEO of Refer.com. And I'm very excited to be speaking with him because his business specializes in referrals and relationships.
Very good. Tom, welcome to the program. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I appreciate both of you for hosting me today and look forward to contributing to your audience in any way I can. As for myself, I'm a serial entrepreneur, a lifelong entrepreneur, mostly in the information industry. And as I like to say to people as I get to know them, if there were a 12-step program for entrepreneurs, I would be in it. I'm involved in my 7th company now, and I've had a couple of major successes over the years. So having a lot of fun now working with a lot of young people building another new company called Refer.com.
Very good. Go ahead, Julie.
Yeah, so I was wondering about what kind of mistakes do businesses make when it comes to referrals?
Great question. The interesting thing is, whenever you talk about businesses making them, you really have to say it's people in businesses making them. Making your business grow or causing your business to grow is typically a highly relational activity. And most people forget the person-to-person contact that allows that relationship to build, that in turn leads to the ability or desire on both sides to help each other grow. If you go back to the mid-'80s, there was a book written, and it was talking about excellent companies. And these excellent companies were known for how they connected with their clients and listened to their clients and engaged with their clients. We've lost a lot of that with the advance of technologies today, and we relate to technologies more than we do to the people we're trying to deal with.
Yeah.
Switch that, Ken.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I think it's led to a culture of constant self-promotion. You know, the idea of selfies almost embody the whole business culture today of it's all about promoting myself. And there's some cliches out there that have existed for generations that I think really resonate with people today because it's so rare and hard to find. Things like people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care.
Exactly.
You know, individuals who want vendors that are more interested than they are interesting. Those kind of things, they're called cliches, but they exist because they're founded in truth. Elaborate on that.
Yeah. Robert Cialdini wrote a book about 10, 12 years ago called Influence. And it was all about how do you build influence person to person. And one of the premises as to how influence is built is the premise that scarcity lies at the heart of making a deep connection. And the scarcity is that people don't do it. They don't connect one-to-one in a caring way, and therefore when you do, you are a scarce event or resource or engagement, and therefore much more meaningful than the average attempt to draw a connection together. Who wrote the book Megatrends? They spoke of high tech, high touch in that book.
Yeah, Naismith. Naismith is the guy who
John
wrote
Naismith.
it. Yeah,
exactly. And in it, he said the companies that are going to win, or you can say the marketers that are going to win, are those who use a combination of the high touch and the high tech. And we're all about bringing touch back into the engagement between a provider and their intended target client or marketplace.
Yeah, by the way, who wrote the book Influence?
Robert Cialdini. It's Cialdini.
Yeah, I got it here on Amazon. I'm going to actually purchase that because I think I've heard that now. You start hearing it repeatedly, and I've heard it mentioned a few times over the last few months. Makes me think I probably ought to check it out. Go ahead there, Julie.
Yeah, so I was wondering, Tom, can you share a little bit about what makes your company different from your competition? Because I think the part that you're bringing, this relationship piece into high technology, is really important. So can you share a little bit about that?
Well, sure. Technology is not the goal. Technology is not the end in our viewpoint. It's the means. So let's assume I know 1,500 people. I've got more than that in my LinkedIn database. They're not all equal. Some I know very well, and there's an opportunity even to do business with. Some of them are personal, and some of them I don't know how they got in. Our technology is used to help a person separate the highest potential contacts in their community, I'll call it, and then to initiate a nurturing process that brings you together in a close relationship with that high potential person. Now, the goal is both sales as well as introductions, otherwise called referrals, to people who might be in need of the kinds of services that I provide. Mm-hmm. So we specialize around building or rebuilding the foundations of how people connect with each other and using technology to deliver it via a SaaS application as well as through some done-for-you services that are very popular.
Tom, by the way, give your website real quick.
Easy one, REFER, refer.com.
Yeah,
you got to love that. Very good. Go ahead there, Julie.
Yes, so the last thing that I was curious about is can you tell us a little bit about the success that the people that you work with have had?
Excellent. Well, the interesting thing is we work primarily with professional service providers and small and medium-sized businesses. And so if you're in a category such as financial services, consulting, coaching, real estate, or operate a business where the people you're dealing with most likely know the people you'd like to meet, the old birds of a feather flock together, then you're in our target market. You're the people we can help.
So it sounds like you can help pretty much everyone. Kevin, that probably includes both you and me.
Yeah, I know I need tons of help according to the people I know. So very, very good. Great conversation. Thanks so much to both of you for being with us.
Thank you.
All right, so when we come back, much more for you. Do want to remind you, best content here. It shows up over there at usdailyreview.com. While there, like it on Facebook, follow it on Twitter, and this is The Price of Business.